perseverance will only lead to disappointment. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter. I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. Indeed. And so you have come looking, though you do not know why. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late. The one who calls himself Ancano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need. You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented. Really? And what might that be? I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it. And how do you know of this? Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this. A most impressive attitude. Keep this up, and you'll do quite well for yourself. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement.
Here, I'd like you to have this as a token of my friendship.
I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle. I've no doubt she'll be promoted to Archmage at some point.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary. Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking? I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere. Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power. No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative. I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus himself, if you believe those sorts of things. I believe I've heard it said that it's the only thing that could adequately contain his power. The sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make.
Good to see.
I need your help with something private. College is a bit of an oddity in Skyrim. Magic isn't something that's looked upon fondly here. Yes, but it needs to be kept quiet. I may have entered into an agreement with Enther. He had something I needed, so I traded him something of mine. It was a mistake, and now I want back what I gave him. It's an amulet that belonged to my family, and I never should have given it to Enther. But he won't deal with me. Talk to him. See what it'll take to get my amulet back. It doesn't matter. It's also none of your concern. Just talk to him. See if you can convince him to give my amulet back. I told you, it's from my family. I don't...
Excuse me, Emperor.
I know they've always disapproved of what I wanted in life.
What is
To learn magic instead of becoming a farmer or a hunter.
apologies for the
But no matter how poorly they may have treated me, they're still my family.
If you could
I didn't
possibly,
consider that until after I made the trade.
procure a few select items for me?
I'd better get going.
Really, Arniel? Because I seem to recall doing just that for you recently, at which point you assured me...
Have you managed to
cover
track
my
down the
expenses.
Synod or the staff of Magnus?
And that, my nervous little friend, has not happened. Would you care to comment on that, perhaps?
Yes, I was unaware that I had forgotten that. I will, I'll take care of that as soon as possible.
See that you do. Let me give you a bit of advice. You want to work on something that's not officially allowed?
I'm working on some very important research, I assure you.
You need something you're not officially supposed to have?
That's too bad.
You come see me.
Not at all.
You
It
tell
means I'm
anyone
not
that I
being
told
hounded
you, and
about
I'll
my
fry
progress
you
in
from the
college.
inside out. Got it? Huh? Good. Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits. Purposely killing your fellow college members is a bad idea. I'd advise against it. Theft and assault can get you into trouble as well. As for research, well, a sufficient explanation will cover almost anything. If you're going to need live test subjects for your experiments, it's easier to do that off of college grounds. Oh my, how precious. Onmund is too afraid to deal with me himself, and so he's sent you. I'll make this very simple for you. All my trades are final. Onmund knew this ahead of time and went through with it anyway. So there's nothing more to be said. Oh, I suppose, but you keep this to yourself. I don't want it being known that I go back on my trades, understand? Shh. All right, let's not overdo it. Meet me in my quarters. There are some experiments the college frowns on, if they're aware of them, of course. Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are... I hope you've got some coin. Let's just take a look, then.
I didn't think he'd really give it back. Thank you, friend. It's good to know I can count on you. I'd better get going.
Can you possibly help Jazargo? You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level distraction spells yet?
No, and I'm not expecting any.
Is it? This is disappointing. Jazargo hoped there might be one who could keep pace with his accomplishments.
My family didn't.
Jazargo has seen that Tolfdir likes you. You must be very skilled with magic, yes? Jazargo is working hard, but cannot do it alone. Can you help with this? Jazargo has worked hard on learning new spells, trying new things. This will make Jazargo stand out as a mage. But Jazargo works so hard, there is no time to test these new spells. If you help with the testing, this will make learning easier. Jazargo will give you scrolls. You will use them and report the results. This is a good plan, no?
No.
You tell Jazargo when you are ready.
Really? That must be so nice.
You can resist, can you? Let's see. This one, I think. Jazargo has designed it to be an excellent flame cloak with a twist.
Well, that's...
It is especially potent against the undead and should burn them to a crisp in no time. Jazargo gives you plenty of these scrolls, so you try them and return when you can say whether they work. Jazargo awaits word of how well his scrolls work.
If you have a moment, could you help me with something? We're all trying to become better mages, right? Well, I need someone I can practice a few spells on. Nothing dangerous, really. Would you be willing to assist me?
You have time to practice?
Oh,
Maybe
good.
later?
I was afraid I'd have to go ask Jazargo.
Jazargo understands.
Now, you just stand there.
Hesitate because you know
Please
Jazargo
hold
will
still,
be better
and
than
don't
you.
move.
Very well.
There. Now I... Oh dear. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you feel all right? You look very, green. I am so very sorry. I went over this again and again, and I was sure it would have better results. I'm not really sure. I think it's just a minor miscalculation on my part. I'm sure it will wear off soon. When it does, you'll be perfectly fine, and then we can try again. In the meantime, I'll see about figuring out what went wrong. All right then. I still need some help. If you can
Excuse
spare the
me,
time.
Enther. Might I have a moment?
What is it?
Yes.
Exactly as I said it would.
Apologies for the intrusion.
Now, are you ready
I
to
was
try again?
wondering
I am confident it will work
if you
this
could
time.
possibly,
This will be
procure
worth
a
it.
few select
Okay, now
items
don't
for
move
me?
at all.
Really, Arniel? I seem to recall doing just
Oh
this
my.
recently.
That isn't right. Just
You
wait.
assured me
Just...
that you'd cover
I can
my
fix this.
expenses. And that, my nervous system is not.
Oh no. That's not it. Let me try again. This really isn't turning out the way I'd hoped.
Aware that I have
I'll get
forgotten
it right
that.
this time.
I will.
swear.
I mean, I'll take care of that as soon as possible.
See that you
Well,
do.
it all worked out in the end, didn't it? Oh, no, it hasn't. Let's be honest. I have a long way to go before I'm ready for the kind of advanced magic I've been attempting. But at least I know where to start now. Thank you. You've been a great help to me. I'd better get going.
You lost? I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. Keep that in mind, will you? I do what's necessary so we can get by. Have to, since I can't count on my brother for... If you're looking for Ranmir, he's either passed out in bed, or...
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun, and we'll pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She's likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. If you locate her, find us in Rorikstead.
I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Do come back.
Foolish old man. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. Take a look. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Divine smile on you, friend. You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Can I help you with anything, Miriam?
Illusion really is the least of... If only I... day-to-day activities life so often requires.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership. Huh? If you're working on any experiments, please clean up after yourself. Just like anywhere else, it's all about who you know. Lucky for you, you know me. I hope I can count on you if I ever need a favor. It's a small group of us here at the college. Favors don't go unremembered. Neither do affronts.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim. The local Nords may not like us very much, but don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution.
I don't want to see you treating in. Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
I think the college is due for a change in leadership. If you're working on any experiments, please clean up after yourself.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward. Illusion, really, is the least appreciated of the schools of magic. If only I could be free of the mundane, day-to-day activities life so often requires.
College is a bit of an oddity.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back this.
My friend Olava, the seer, she says things will get better for me once I start sticking up for myself. Yes, Braith bullies me all the time. All the elders think I'm a milk drinker because I can't fight. Nobody understands. If you can get Braith to leave me alone, I'll be your best friend. Forever. I'll pay you too. My whole life savings. 2 septims. Oh, good. She'll listen to you. I just know it. Yeah. Go away. How can I argue with that?
Some like taking friends on adventures. Maik thinks being alone is better. Less arguing about splitting treasure.